Hey, really quick, let's talk about digital currency and cryptocurrency. A lot of people have responded to Jan and I about this as President Trump brought it up, and it was like, oh no, this is it. There's a difference between crypto and there's a difference between digital currency. One is centralized, one is not. I want you to hear exactly what's being said because it's significant, again, what President Trump is doing, trying to strengthen the net worth statement of the United States. Listen to this.
It's important for the United States to recognize this fact and get ahead of the other nations in the digital age. We applaud the President's direction to use the digital assets already in possession of the nation, and we are going to establish this Bitcoin reserve. We will use this authority to augment the assets side of the United States balance sheet. As I've said many times, President Trump is creating assets for the American people while most past presidents have created debt, and a large part of this asset program can be in digital assets.
That is fascinating. So past presidents, how do you increase the liability side, the debt side on your net worth statement? President Trump's doing something opposite. How is this strengthening the U.S. balance sheet? Help us understand that, guys.
Well, I think strengthening the U.S. balance sheet is very important because we have to have more assets. And when we move Bitcoin to different areas on the balance sheet, it is putting a, maybe not necessarily a tangible asset there, but a valuable asset there, and it's strengthening it on that side.
Anyone else?
It stabilizes the economy. I mean, better than what we have now.
Right. So like if you're filing bankruptcy, the bank looks at you and says, oh, you've got all these liabilities. And so presidents in the past have like, how do we put more liabilities? How do we tax you more? How do we give more of your money away? How do we take that away from you? How do we make you poorer in the process? Therefore, how do we make America poor? So this is very important because President Trump is saying we need to increase the asset side of the balance sheet, right? And so how do you do that? You start looking around at various things that we have. And within the United States government, there's all of these pieces of Bitcoin. I always describe it like this. Imagine you go to your house, you've got $200 in each room, and they're just kind of sitting in there, and you bring all of that and you put it into your bank account. So you're gathering all of his assets, and now you're going to list it in your assets. And that's exactly the right thing to do. What he's saying is we're not a broke country. We have all this federal land. We have so many aircraft carriers. We have so much cash on hand. Well, we don't have any cash on hand. We've been printing that. But anyways, we have so much gold on hand. We have, so much Bitcoin on hand. So it's just another piece of assets to say we are not a broke country, which is very important when you're dealing with a reserve currency like the U.S. dollar is. This is huge. The guy's thinking at a level that no other president has. Now, according to what you just said, Alex, this was an agenda by all these presidents in the past. So